Hello, world. This is Big Daddy Richard Reed reporting from General Tres Cavite on our balcony with my wife cooking barbecue for me on Father's Day. This is my wife, Judith Reed, such a beautiful young lady. I don't know how she puts up with me, but God, I'm glad. Anyway, this is an introduction to me and my channel, or me and my vlog. I'm going to try to do this. I see it done every day by more simpler men than me. Uh, I've been here in the Philippines since 2012 or so to right now, 2020, and I've had a lot of adventures in this country. Some good, some bad, some I'll never forget. But anyway, my email is rdreed2004@gmail.com. If you have any questions for me, give them to me. I'm born and raised in Marshtown, Tennessee, a little town outside of the Smoky Mountains. Uh, you know where I stand on my life. I'm a conservative. I believe in the carrying guns. I believe in God and country, and no, not many people's going to change my mind on that. Like I said, I've been here. I've had the bad part of my thing was I've already been married to another Filipino. Then I'm not going to go into that detail. Not going to say her name. But my advice, if you want a Filipino wife, you come over here, take 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and there's plenty of good Filipinos over here that are looking for nice foreign men. Let's face it, they want to get out of here, and they'll do and say anything they can to leave this country. This is a third world country. And so, my advice is come over here and stay a while. If you find a nice lady, rent you an apartment or a condo, which is fairly cheap. Stay here and get to meet her. Get to meet her family, because you can't do it on a computer. Uh, you know, that's not the real person. That's not real touch. I've been with Judith a long time now, and we know each other pretty good. Well, not pretty good. We know each other really good. We own a house here, and as Filipino law, the house is in her name. I have no regrets, no sorrows, no worries. Uh, I love her that much, and I trust her that much. She promised me she'd be here with me to the end. She'd change my shitty diaper. I truly believe her. I take care of her. We've got 3 children. The oldest is a girl, 14. The next one's a boy at 12. And the last is my little divine. She's at 7 years old. And, that makes me the proudest father in the world. They love me. I love them. And, of course, sometimes I have to bring the punishment down. And they know that Daddy loves them, but he's still going to make them grow up to be good kids if he can. But anyway, we are enjoying Father's Day out here. She's cooking pork barbecue. Here in the Philippines, a man don't get to do much cooking, especially food. If it's a good woman, she won't let you around the kitchen because you're going to make more mess than she wants to clean up. And, we've been locked down since March the 15th. We're slowly getting unlocked. We finally had the first case of COVID in our subdivision just the other day. I mean, it's really not a smart situation. We had a nurse that worked in the hospital, which is very close to our subdivision, probably treating COVID patients, or at least patients with the virus. And they had a little drinking party, drinking Filipino brandy, which is very popular here, all drinking out of the same glass, and probably nobody wearing a mask. And finally the nurse was the one that came down with the COVID. So now what they have to do, they have to find everybody that she's come in contact with, test them, and we're just praying that we don't get our subdivision locked down again. It was pretty rough here. We had military and the barangay police coming through almost every day with a loudspeaker telling us to stay in, to obey the rules, and our family did that. We kept the children in the house. If we went out, we wore a mask. I didn't get to go to the grocery store. Basically, I wasn't even allowed to go out. I'm 68 years old, and the children weren't allowed to go out. And even now we have my wife has a quarantine pass. She can just about go any place with no problems. Me, they say I can go, but I haven't. So far, I haven't been to the grocery store with her in almost 4 months now. Next time she goes, I'll go. And a lot of people say you can live over here on $1,000 a month. I'm going to tell you, I can't live over here on $1,000 a month. I enjoy electricity. I enjoy air conditioning. I enjoy eating steak. And if you want to come over here and think you can live on $1,000 a month, good for you. Be ready to eat dried fish. Rice, vegetables, live in a nipa hut, or live in really low-cost housing. Unless you live in a province, low-cost housing is in not the best subdivisions. We live in a middle-class subdivision, and middle class means that they at least got a job or on retirement. We do have quite a few foreigners live here. We don't rent. We bought this house last December, not this December, December 2018. Had many, many, many problems with it. The owners, they just let their workers live here at night, and had a hole in the roof. I mean, not just a leak. I'm talking about a hole, probably about a 2-foot diameter hole, water leaking down. We had to bring in an electrical engineer. He went through the property, recommended that we change all outlets, and what they did, they went in and changed all the outlets, all the light fixtures and such, and so far we haven't had any problems except for one down in the extra bedroom that we made with electricity, and I think that's at the cause of the guys that done the work. Finding honest people over here, very hard to find somebody will not take your money. I have found 2 people since I've been here in 6 years, and that was Kuya Toto. He's the first Filipino man that I met that talked good English, and then the builder that remodeled our home, Devin something. I'll get his name out later, but Devin, he came at night on a Sunday night the first time, pissed me off. Didn't even have a tape measure with him and all this stuff. I said, sir, it's okay you come tonight, but you got to come back tomorrow. I'm not even going to bother to show you the house until you get a tape measure where we can go measure and you can give me a definite price. I don't want no bullshit price that you come back and say, oh, we need more money, because I'm not going to give you no more money, even if I have to do it myself, and I'm not a Filipino builder, so it would have been hard. I'm losing my light. Let me see if I can scoot back a little bit. Okay. But anyway, we bought this house. It was 950,000 pesos, just under $1 million. We probably put 300,000 pesos, which is about $6,000. And now we have a very nice home. We have 4 bedroom. We made the part of the car park, basically the carport, a room downstairs, made it into an extra room, which I'll use one day when I can't make it up the steps. That's where the shoddy work come in. Devin had one old man that really didn't care. I mean, he probably was a good worker, but he was at the point in his age, he didn't care. And you could see it in the places he welded. He put burn spots all over our tile upstairs on the carport. He didn't put enough cement under the tiles. You can knock them and you can hear void spots. And the electricity in the ceiling fan, it'll bite you every now and then. So, we got to get somebody in here to redo that. But, that's okay. Everything else has worked out fine. Some of the plumbing, which I didn't have him check, was a mess, and I paid for that dearly, because here they put everything inside the concrete wall. And by doing that, if you have a leak, it's either you have to dig it out or hopefully the pipes don't bust when you take a piece out. I mean, it's been a mess, but we got that taken care of. My friend Toto helped me in the shower. We had to knock a big hole in there to find the valve. We couldn't even replace the valve. He just rebuilt it Filipino way. And then I took another large piece of tile to cover the hole that we made in the wall. So I mean, you just have to use your imagination in everything you do here. Let me show you this is our balcony. Let me show you some of the houses. It's hot. Oh God, it's hot. So if you plan on moving to the Philippines, expect it to be hot. Expect to use electricity. And with all this COVID that started, I told my wife that I'd never ride public transportation again. We went out and bought a new Toyota, financed it, which, oh my God, that's another story in itself. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'll probably talk too much. I'm going to try to make a video a day. We'll see how that goes. I'm not a computer expert, so I'm probably going to have to get somebody over here to help me to set up some of this stuff. Say bye, Judith.
Bye.
Let me show you how beautiful she is. Huh?
I did not. I don't have a shower yet, honey.
She says, oh, I don't have a shower yet, but she's beautiful without a shower. And we have a little dog named Argus. He's wanting to come out. Come out. And then the other kids are in the bedroom watching cartoons. So, you know, life is just, you know, it's not much different than America. So here's my baby, Divine.
Hello.
This one's my girl. Yeah. Whose girl are you?
Divine.
Whose girl are you?
Oh, Daddy.
Anyway, God bless. See you again soon.